Hello friends, today is Monday, the 5th November 2018. Let's begin. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Today we will see the stanza 14, which is the sensual sphere resultant consciousness, which is otherwise called as the Mahavibhaga Chittani. The sensual sphere is called the sensual sphere resultant consciousness is called as Kamavachara Vibhaga Chittani. Sensual sphere is Kamavachara, resultant is Vibhaga, Chittani is consciousnesses, and it's also called as the Mahavibhaga Chittani. Vibhaga means resultant, Maha is great resultant Chittas, because the resultant of the good action that has been done is really great here, and among the sensual sphere births, this is one of the highest births among the sensual sphere. In the sensual sphere, let's read the stanza. It is actually the same stanza which we saw for the Kamavachara Kusala Chittani, or the sensual sphere wholesome consciousness, but here the effect is the resultant. There it was the action, which was the stanza number 13. Which was the lecture video, the last lecture video. Now in this lecture, in the last lecture video, we saw the first 8 consciousnesses which belong to the sensual sphere wholesome consciousness, and now here we will see the consciousnesses which the next 8, which are the exact resultants of the 8 consciousnesses which we saw, wholesome consciousnesses which we saw before in the last lecture. This one is from number 9 to number 16, of which number 9 to 12 is related to somanasa or joy. And then from number 13 to 16, it is upeka. The feeling associated is upeka or equanimity. So let's begin. Number 9. Sommanasa sahagatam jnana sampayuttam asankarikam ekam. Number 10. Sommanasa sahagatam jnana sampayuttam sasankarikam ekam. Number 11. Sommanasa sahagatam jnana vipayuttam asankarikam ekam. Number 12. Sommanasa sahagatam jnana vipayuttam sasankarikam ekam. Number 13 is upekka sahagatam jnana sampayuttam asankarikam ekam. Number 14 is upekka sahagatam jnana sampayuttam sasankarikam ekam. Number 15 is upekka sahagatam jnana vipayuttam asankarikam ekam. Number 16, chitta number 16 is upekka sahagatam jnana vipayuttam sasankarikam ekam. okay, it's not this chitta number 16, it is the 16th chitta in this category, in the category of sensual sphere, the come in the sensual sphere consciousnesses here. Yeah, so let's imani athabhi sahetuka kamavachara vibhaga chittani nama. So here atha is 8, these are 8s. So and here sahetuka means with, sa means with, hetuka is with roots. So let's begin with the slides. So here in the last lecture we saw this we saw the sensual sphere wholesome consciousness, which is otherwise called as the punya. Punya means wholesome or meritorious. And then now we are going to see the sensual sphere resultant consciousness, which are otherwise called as great resultants, which the name is Kamavachara Vibhaga Chittani or Maha Vibhaga Chittan. Maha means great, and the symbol for resultant I have used is the turning arrow. The turning arrow, which is pink in color. Yeah. So and the chittas here are 8 chittas from chitta number 39 to chitta number 46, and among the kamavachara, among these sensual sphere jubilant, the jubilant chittas, this is first the wholesomes were 8, and then count from 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, which is the count we have in these slides here, from 9 to 16, and which are the jubilant chittas. But here it is 39 to 46, which are again 8 in number. And we can see the first 4 from chitta number 39 to chitta number 42 are associated with joy, and then from chitta number 43 to chitta number 46, which are associated with equanimity. Hence these 4 are associated with joy, and the next 4 are associated with equanimity. So and this type of chittas are formed when we make the good action, the kusala kamma, and generate these type of chittas in the previous life. Then the resultant, in the next life, we will be born in this world. And let us see what is this world. This world is the sensual sphere jubilant chitta kamavachara sobhana chittani, in which we have the 3 types of 3 classes of consciousnesses. One is the sensual sphere wholesome chittas, sensual sphere resultant chittas, and the sensual sphere functional chittas. These are all wholesomes, and then these are jubilant. Jubilant is denoted by this symbol, the pink flower symbol, and then the wholesome These are wholesome, which are called as sensual sphere wholesome chittas. There is no need to tell it as a jubilant, but it is understood that it is jubilant. And one who performs these actions, then such a person is able to generate in the resultant, may be able to born will be able to born in the sensual sphere resultant chitta. Here in the sensual sphere, what we can see here, in the higher heavens, in the higher heavens above, in the sensual blissful plane, above the human, in the human plane, what is happening, and in the planes just above us, just in the, like Chatu Maharajika and Tavatimsa, and the human Chatu Maharajika and Tavatimsa, there is a mix of kusala and akusala kammas, the mix of good and bad kammas here. But as we go up, the kusala good kammas are very high. But these are the planes that are in the sensual sphere, kama bhumi. But when we go down from the human plane, these are sensuous awful plane, and mostly the bad karmas result in such births. And what we see here, we have to remember that the sensual sphere wholesome karma can result in beings being born in the sensual, with the sensual sphere resultant chittas, or in the wholesome resultant rootless chittas, either here or either here. This is rootless and this is with root, and this is rootless, and both are the resultant. Both are the resultant of wholesome karmas, the wholesome karma done, and these chittas are produced. And then if the wholesome karmas are more powerful, very powerful, then the beings will be born here in the higher in the worlds, like number 8 Yama world, the number 9 Tusita heaven, number 10 Nimmana Riti heaven, and then number 11 the Paranimitta Vasavati Deva heaven. And it is important to note that the Mara, who is the Lord of all sensual desires, is residing in this heaven, the Paranimitta Vasavati Deva. He is a Paranimitta Vasavati Deva who wields the power over the worlds, other worlds, and this is number 11. So those beings who have done who have done the Mahakusalas, thereby producing the Mahakusala Chittani in their births, in their existence, or the great Kusalas, great wholesomes, if they produce, then they will in the next life certainly be born in this sphere, which is a very good plane, and they can be very happy in this plane, and also if the wholesome karmas are not so strong, then they will be born here in the wholesome resultant rootless chittas. Here it is rooted, good rooted chittas. We will see about the roots, about what roots are here in these good rooted chittas. And here there are no roots actually. three good roots and the three bad roots are not here. So the arrow goes like this in the next life, otherwise it goes down like this. And I did not tell much about birds being born from these three. For example, if the greed-rooted chittas are very heavy in the mind, and hatred-rooted chittas are heavy, or delusion-rooted chittas are very heavy in the mind, then in the next life they will be born in this sphere, which is the unwholesome resultant chittas, which is also which is here the non-jubilant chittas, or and then the rootless ones, which may be which belong to this group, and it is woeful plane, and the life is a bit difficult as we go down to the hell level. So okay, and then okay, and we have to remember that it is the corresponding chittas, the fruit, this is the fruit of the corresponding chittas. For example, here the feeling associated with the chitta number 31 is joy, and then so the feeling associated with chitta number 39, which is the resultant of this one, will be joy, of course. And in the world, in such a world, in such heaven, the being will feel joy. And what we can see here is yeah, before we go to the next one, and the beings here is even in the resultant, same as in the wholesome chittas, the worldlings, or the putujana worldlings, or beings who are born in the 31 planes of existence, which the Buddha has explained, and we will be seeing in the further lectures about the worldlings, about the 31 planes of existences. And then the other class of beings, or trainees, are called as sekas, who are sotapannas, the stream enterers, and sakadagami, and then anagami. These sakadagami are once returners, they return to our world just once, one more time. And then anagami, non-returners, they don't return to our world, but instead they, let us see here, they return to the fine material sphere chittas, here the fine material world, of which the chittas are here. These chittas are produced in that world as a resultant for these beings. So these beings are the trainees are 3 in number, and the fourth one is after training they become arahants, and we will see yeah, and we will also see what is the speciality of the wholesome karma, or the kusala karma, or the meritorious actions, or the punya karma. Here is the punya. I have punya and kusala karma. I have denoted where we did not hear with the green apple, and then as the punya, meritorious things, produce good results. With the green arrow, I have made, but also in turn they inhibit the defilements, or called as in Pāli, it's called as kilesas. Kilesas, we will see the kilesas soon, but just let us remember here the defilements. For example, the defilement which are having the bad root, or for example here the greed root, hatred root, and delusion root, or also a sort of kilesas, the defilements. So when doing some meritorious and good action, we do not fall into the main bad things like greed, hatred, and delusion. So it inhibits defilements, and the good action directly produces good results. So the kusala karma is having the good action has the highest priority for any living being, for any being, whether it be God or humans, so that they will be able to improve their life. They will not generate bad karma and go down. So okay. So let's go back to the here. Let's read this again. So this is the same thing. So it is here. Number 9 is sommanasa, with joy. Sahagatam is accompanied with joy. Jnana sampayuttam, arising with jnana is knowledge. So it is sahagatam is accompanied with joy and arising with knowledge. Asankarika, without asankarika is prompting. Without prompting is one, and then same thing with sasankarikam, with prompting is one, and then here is the sommanasa sahagatam jnana vipayuttam. Vipayuttam is contrary to jnana, is dissociated with wisdom. Dissociated with wisdom or knowledge, and then without prompting, and the next one is with prompting. And then the same thing with upeka, instead of joy, the associated feeling is the equanimity or upeka. Upeka, the same thing is the first two with jnana sampayuttam, associated with knowledge, and the next two are dissociated with knowledge, jnana vipayuttam. And then in each there is two. One is without prompting, and the other one is with prompting. Same without prompting and with prompting is one. So there comes 8. Total is 8 here. And then imani, these were atta 8. Atta is 8. Sa hetuka. Sa hetuka. Sa is with roots. Hetuka is roots, which are the kama vachara, sensual sphere. Vibhaga is resultant, chittas, nama, or these are. So with this we come to the end of the resultant chittas of the jubilant consciousness, the resultant. Let's see, 1 minute. We come to the we finished this one, the sensual sphere resultant chittas, which is the resultant of the sensual sphere jubilant chittas, which is the resultant of the wholesome chittas, which are classed under the sensual sphere jubilant chittas. Next, we will see the sensual sphere functional chittas. So let's finish. It seems I have gone a bit fast today, but anyhow, one has to see the previous video, and it's just a repeating one for the resultant. So I didn't want to waste much time in it. So let's finish. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Let all beings get equally the share of all the merits that I have amassed in all my existences, and through the producing of this videos, and let all beings be happy, and let all the surroundings and air, water, and land and space, all these basic things, let it be free from let it be good, and let it be free from bad things, and let all beings be blessed with all good things, and let all and then I ask all the beings to free me from all the karmic debts that I have with them, and I willingly forgive all the beings and relieve all the beings from all the karmic debts whatever they have with me, and I ask forgiveness from all the Buddhas, Arahants, and the Pacheka Buddhas to please forgive me for any misdeeds that I might have done to them, and please bless me to attain Nibbana as soon as possible. Thank you.